I'm late. Hold on. I was getting coffee and I thought I had like 5 more minutes, and then I saw the time and I was like, oh, wait a second. Hold on. It's like super cold right now, like extremely cold. Ugh. Oh yeah, you probably change my outfit soon too. To why is that not connecting? My hair in my way? Yes, it is. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, you know what? I have time to go make coffee. And I was making coffee and I just sat there and I was like, wait, what's the time? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just also difficult that I cannot feel my hands again at the moment, so trying to get everyone in position is not working out as it should. That's in my neck. You know what? Jill gets to stab my neck today, I guess. Alright. Anyways, guys. I'm not late. I'm never late. Why would I ever be late? Not at all. I'm not late at all. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to, I don't know why I thought Persona for a weird reason right now. I mean, we are playing Slay the Princess right now, so... Well, hello, welcome Saturday Jinx and Tetepai and Dazi, welcome. Today we're picking up, not Persona. Not World of Horror. Slay the Princess, that's what we're playing today. Yes, that's the game. That's what we're playing, and we're playing it, so... Yeah, it should be some fun times. It's cold. It's so cold today. It's freezing. It was cold the day before. I was out and everything, and it was so freezing. It was like, it was warm. It's warm during the day with the sun out and everything, I guess. But the minute that sun disappears, it gets so cold and freezing. Like, I had just a simple like t-shirt and a hoodie on, and I was dying. I was dying. I was like, it's cold. And right now, of course, I'm still in my homeware, my sleepwear, my holy shirt that Toka made some artistic designs to, and shorts. So look, okay, I could go put on a hoodie, but I'm too lazy to go grab it. It's over there, but I'm ready in the comfort of my blanket. Let me be. Anyways, yeah, so we're playing that. The reminder that this Saturday is going to be the stream with the stream with the members. We'll be playing Fall Guys. Of course, everyone is allowed to come in and watch the stream, but if you do want to be able to join in, you do have to be part of either Believer or Believers, which is second or third tier for the membership. So yeah, there is that. Also, just a reminder again that game is, I think it's 3 other people can join, I believe. So if we have more than that, we'll do some flips and switches and everything, so everyone has a chance to have some fun and all that good stuff. So yeah. Did you intend to play maybe the Metaphor at some point? So that's on sale on Steam. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I want to take a look at it. I don't know. It really didn't intrigue me that much, but I'll take a look at it. I'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try to see if there's like a little bit of a like the combat gameplay or something. Maybe, I don't know. It was something that I heard about. I kind of just saw a tiny. I mean, we're talking maybe like a frame of it, and I was like, meh. The demo is free, so you could try it. Oh, okay. We'll give it maybe we'll give it a try and see how it is. But yeah. So wasn't listening. Playing Delusion. We're playing Slay the Princess. So I don't think we're gonna be finishing up today. I kind of have something I have to do after stream. My uncle is in town, so he's gonna be coming over soon. So I'm gonna be excited spending time with him for a little bit. So it's gonna be kind of like a normal 3-hour stream. So we'll get started real quick. We have Den. We're picking up Den. So that's what we're doing this stream. If you're interested. Really didn't like me. It'd save me 60. 60 monies? Hello, Charlotte. Welcome. From the work type place. Ah, I see. Well, good luck with work. Okay, I'm like, I opened the game and it didn't play. There it is. Okay. A holy shirt that Toka sanctifies. Look, it's because like I had before I had like my little like basket that I would have all my clothes in. I would just put them in the floor like right outside, right out of the bathtub area, and I would just put them there. And that's also where I let Toka just run around and have fun because she can't get into anything, and it's a good open spot for her to play around in. So I had my shirts there, and because my sleepwear is also my workout shirts. It's like, do you stink? No, you smell clean. All right, you turn into sleepwear. It's kind of what I do, especially when I we had like more of the equipment here, so I was like, I'll just do it here and then go out later, so it saves me time. But yeah, so I would just dump them there on the floor and then take my shower, and I would forget that they were there, and Toka was there, and well, we know how that turned. Toka had some fun making some holes in them. Yeah, like this one I have on right now, it has like a bunch of holes. Like this is also why I'm so happy I have this that you guys have to see instead of me, because I would actually have to put on normal clothes or something because these holes would not be good. No, you know what? It's those I don't understand them. You like them. But what I don't understand are the jeans that already they make them with holes already in them. I don't know. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm just old. But I don't like them. I don't get it. I'm like, I already make holes in my jeans. Why do I want to buy them with pre-holes already? They're just going to get bigger. I've seen them. I've seen people wear them and everything. And I'm like, why? I get it. It's supposed to be a style, but even then, especially the ones that have like the gaping holes, like right on the kneecaps or something. Like I know they have like the shredded kind of design little thing where it still has like the cloth and then they have the threads, and it's still actually like the jean is still actually completely intact. It's just like an extra layer they added on top. Like that, I'm like, okay, that I could kind of see you getting away with it, but the ones that literally just have a gaping hole in the kneecap, it's like, well, how are you gonna kneel now? I need to get on your knees. We got a tower to worship. How am I gonna do that? I don't know. I get it. It's supposed to be style, fashion. I don't know. I don't do fashion. I wish my job was the guy who rips pre-ripped jeans. Sounds like a fun job, right? Maybe that's why. It's that's the only that's why. Cause somebody was just like tearing holes in them and they just couldn't stop doing it, and they're like, you know what, get this man a position. Apparently everyone's buying these, so you know what? Where are we? I don't remember where we are. We're doing Den, but I don't know where we are and what we're doing. When was the last time we played this game? Is it this time? I think so.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that
so how do we get
is
Den?
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
But yeah, so I don't know what the metaphor. I'll probably give the demo a shot, and then we'll see from there. So I don't know. It was something that kind of like it was kind of intriguing. I do like the whole fantasies and games and stuff like that. I love those kind of settings, but I don't know. I just it didn't quite catch my attention too much. So who knows? I'll give the demo a shot and we'll see. Because I think I mentioned what games I have planned. Because we have World of Horror, of course, which I think we're coming up to the end of, and the same thing with the Slay the Princess, we're also coming up to the end of this one too. But like I wanted to give a live service game a try, and I've been constantly told to play Nikki's, so we'll give that. I let me make this specify this. Playing this on stream, I guess is what I need to say. Just give that a try and see what it's like. And then there was something else, and I had an idea of for another series game, and I can't recall it right now off the top of my head. Don't remember. So, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But also, we're almost coming up to the end of November, aren't we? Our next stream is technically on the 30th, so which will be actually the last day of November. Although I think it's already technically the 30th for some of you guys already, right? Time zones and all that stuff. Hello, Casey, welcome. Say the narrator. Oh, it's not on auto. I was like, did narrator break or something? What happened? It's not on auto.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
So
it will be the end
I
of the
need to
world.
figure out, how do we get Den? Does anybody recall? Because that's the other route that we haven't done that has been, like, updated bigly. And then after that, I think we literally just need the ending and we're done. So I don't... We are very close to the end of this, so I don't know if, this will be the last stream for it. But I don't know. Get to the beast by going downstairs without a blade. Go back to retrieve it. Okay. As far as like if that's so complicated. Okay, this might take a minute to do then.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Pristine.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire.
So, don't take the blade. So, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
Oh,
a staircase
Oh,
faintly
this.
illuminated
Oh, yeah.
by
This
an
person's gonna be
unseen
different
light in
because
the
I
room
didn't bring
below.
the blade, huh?
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
I just remembered. So, remember I told you my uncle's in town, right? I love my uncle. He's the best. And, he's also the one that, like, tells me about different video games and stuff like that. So I was talking with him the other day, and he mentioned a game that I completely forgot about. Silent Hill 2 apparently had a remake, and I completely forgot about it. And I was talking with him, and I was like, look, okay, I've heard that, you know, it might be not safe to play, because, some things, and he said that it was pretty much okay, that there's just, like, a bunch of innuendo kind of stuff, but you can kind of, you know, brush by that, and stuff, and things like that, and so, who knows? Maybe we'll be try to give that game a shot. He really likes it. He likes horror games big time. So I don't know. That was something that I had completely forgot about. And he just looked at me and he was like, "What?" And I was like, I'm gonna be disowned by my own uncle." So yeah. So who knows? Maybe we'll give that game a shot. I've never played it, so I think it's fine. Yeah, that's what I had heard beforehand, that there was quite some scenes, and he's like, that's just like big time innuendos, and you can kind of hide it and stuff like that. So it's just, other than that, like, it's pretty much fine. So yeah, so who knows? Maybe we'll give that a shot. I've never played Silent Hill. I know almost absolutely nothing about it, other than Pyramid Head thing is all I know about it. And that's it. So who knows? Maybe we'll give that a shot. What was that? Oh, it's in the game. I thought somebody was rapping on my window. I was like, oh god. A lot of applied things and hinted. Yeah, so basically what I'll be doing is I'll be screaming over this. So, who knows? Maybe we'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll wait till spooky season again or something. But yeah, I completely forgot about it. I really did. And then I was like, oh no, it's only a PlayStation thing. And he's like, no, it's on Steam. And I was like, oh. So, who knows? Or maybe when it gets a discount, I'll look at it. But yeah, I completely forgot. I had a feeling that there was a game that was being so anticipated and everything, and I was like, And he's also somebody that had played the original of it. He said he really liked the remake of it, so I was like, that must mean it's good then. My uncle has a lot of high expectations when it comes to playing video games. Although he's very big time on like graphics for video games, so I could probably never get him to play, you know, like our pixelated PlayStation styled retro looking ones. But yeah, so I was like, huh, okay. Yeah, I completely forgot. I just remembered right now. I was like, wait a second. I just remember I was told about a game that I completely forgot.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh yeah, we haven't seen this princess in a while.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part
How's
of
the volume
manipulation.
for princess?
You're
Or
playing
yeah,
a
say the
dangerous
princess.
game by coming here unarmed.
So I go downstairs. I go back upstairs. I close door and stay.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
Oh,
far
she looks
wall
so
of the
different in the art
basement.
here.
She's beautiful.
Instead of like eyes narrowed, like.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
So about that, let's talk first.
Okay.
And immediately he changes to that. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words
Oh,
before
so this
she
is all considered
responds.
new, so I guess we did.
You can address
What was
me
the
as your
other
Royal
one?
Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That would be so sad. So your name is Princess.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself.
I mean, we
Hopefully
also
you're
don't have a
starting to see
name.
that she can't be
But the
trusted.
hero also technically doesn't
Go
have
back
a name.
upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
So, okay, so I can go retrieve the blade. I kind of want to see the dialogue up. So apparently we didn't talk to her last time, I guess, like this. Because the only other way we would have done this one is, when we did the other one with Smitten, right? Would be the only time we really did this. Because Hypothesis, Fury, and the other different routes, right? Cage and all that. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Okay, what is it then?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Just like that, of course I'm down here! I actually don't know why, but of course! That was good, that was good. Hello, artist, welcome. That was really good. Good job, princess, good job, good job.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's
No,
hardly
actually.
relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
You're supposed to apparently end the world. But I wanted to see for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
I like the world!
I've been down here
Maybe.
for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable
I believe
of doing
her.
it.
I hear the switch coming out.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
But wait, what? What?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Good point.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Just dialogue options.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Dialogue options.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Oh,
Don't let me
I just
turn the
remembered.
tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
I just remembered. So that's right. To get to the new ending, we have to complete one full route, and then we have to start again, and then we can get this. That's right. That's right. I was wondering. I was like, why was I thinking that this might take 2 streams? That's why. Okay. That's right, because I have to complete one full round completely and then go again. I don't even know if I technically... I might be fine since we played this game beforehand, but I don't know if it's going to be like, oh, you have to complete it with the new ending, or if I need like a certain princess to give to the Echo. I don't know. I really don't know how to get to this ending. I will kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while? Okay, so... I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Okay, let's save. Here should be fine. So I need to go grab the blade.
Thank you.
You look so mad.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Guys! 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 I'm scared! When did this turn into a horror game?
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Heritage like,
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment
shoot!
ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
I was supposed to close the door,
Is
but
it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
hello, I think we got off the wrong foot. Just immediately. Ah, shoot. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out. Can I explore? Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
I'm gonna let her
This is
bleed.
display. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
We would stay here to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking
Oh,
it behind you and
wait.
quickly barricading
No,
it with
wait.
the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I don't think this was right.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch
I
the
don't think
basement
this was
door.
right.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Where would this take me? I actually
But
don't know
sleep
what
doesn't
route this will
come.
take me to.
Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying.
Oh, you're
Like
right.
she's
It might
less
be
of the
nightmare.
princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
This is creepy. I don't
As
remember
she
this.
violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Kind of thing in the new psychological horror game, Sunagari Chesku. I've never even heard of it. Also, the Welcome Middleberry, but I've never even heard of that.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece
Oh God.
by
Oh dear.
piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh dear.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
A little bit angry.
No. It
Just a
doesn't.
tiny bit, you know. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you. Bang on the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster.
Losing an arm is actually enough to do me in. I can always find another. I'm not as frail as you think.
I mean, you did just kind of bite your own arm off,
You
so...
put the princess's
Wait,
threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
why don't I just run out? Why would you close...
You jolt away in the
Why
middle of the
would
night
you...
to
Why?
silence
Why?
the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Why?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here.
That's not what I thought that was gonna go to. Whoopsies. How do I fix this? What's the day? Here. Okay, let's how about if I stay
Thank
silent?
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
A moment of
Where
clarity.
are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh,
You'd
that's
better
different.
hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Moment of clarity.
Slip these
What
chains.
was that one?
She can't, right? She
Why is this
needed our
considered
help
different?
to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in she has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
This is slightly different because of the dialogue. Huh.
You rush up to the Okay. If we're sure about you slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the prince is it just
So I can start over.
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
She's on the ceiling.
Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
The remaining of the nightmare. And wait. Okay. Let me save just to make sure this might be incorrect. Oh wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Why are we even tired? Keep
You
waiting.
wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
How?
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Man! The beast! Okay, so this is on our way to the den. Good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Sheesh, I don't
is
know
a
right
cabin.
being brutal like that.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
it'll be the
it
end of the
will be
world.
The end of the world.
Okay. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened,
Oh, we got
then something
hunted.
else must have trapped us
Take
here.
the blade and select the move choice after
You're not
entering
trapped
the
here.
cabin. Okay.
Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Okay. Oh, why is my thingy not working? There you go. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through
looks really
cracks
cool.
and holes in the wooden walls.
Looks really cool, actually.
The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade
I don't
perched
remember
on its edge.
This
The blade
design.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I need to take the blade. Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay. So move, and then there's two options. So maybe that'll be like how the different voices, I guess, right? So make
You
sure.
lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
God, what's gonna be different in Den?
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
So anything but the stairs. Okay, so let's save here. Or survive. So basically survive or strike back.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She's clearly not.
But why? But why though?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
You just want to
It
put
sounds
me
like
in your...
she wants to do something even worse.
Oh, this is the one where she puts me in her belly
What
and
she
then tries to go
wants
to the
only
exit, right?
matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
So, wait for her to... okay, so wait for her to strike and hit her back. Survive or... I can't resist the temptation. It's too strong. I'm sorry. The temptation is too strong. I think I know what happens, but I just want to see this.
We're playing dead. It's unexpected. It could work. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart. It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead? She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
Oh, oopsies.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
Oh, dear.
I
Wait a
guess
second.
That's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't
Wait.
it.
Oh, dear.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her.
I don't think it's what I was
Her
supposed to do.
chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
You know... You know...
In an act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade. A waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her. But in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things.
What ending does this give me? Fury?
Everything goes dark.
I would
and
have
you
think
die.
it can give me Fury again. What is it? The Wild. What? Okay, I know this is not what we were trying to go to, but The heck?
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Oh, isn't that fun? He's upset.
It's the best one
Of
ever!
course I'm upset. The world is at stake here. I'm sure you already know. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
She ate me, I killed myself, and then now we're
The
here.
thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to
Okay,
stare
I mortared
with wide
myself.
pupils at that
Sorry,
which
you
can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Also, my
Shut
hand
up.
thingy is
The
different
rest
too.
of you talk. What happened? What did you
What is
do?
this supposed to be?
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart. And we can be so much more still. Vast. Unfathomable.
If you really want to know what happened, we tried playing dead, and she ate us. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
Curious.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Sure, being one with the princess is pretty great, but what can we even do right now? Hope we're not supposed to just passively exist like this. I did not sign up for passive existence when we faked our own death.
Gomes, welcome. I said by the friend. Does he? Oh my god, this thing's watching us. What is he? I know this is not what we're supposed to be doing, but I can't resist. I miss Contrarian. I love him. Passively exists. Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being this way. What are you talking about? Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you a monster? Didn't you eat me? He's right. I don't want a passive existence. I want things. I want things to do. Sorry, give me options. Yeah, he's
You
right.
can start by remembering that you exist, and not as some part of a Gestalt entity formed with the princess. You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Okay, you're right, princess. It's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, from Undertale Yellow, it's Marlet.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Aren't you curious? I'm curious. You should look. Never mind. If he wants to look, then I don't want to.
Contrarian. Yeah, you know what? I agree with Contrarian.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us.
Why does she have
We
to
just
whisper
have
into
to
my
find
ears?
it.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
That's interesting.
Screw all of this, and screw this guy in particular. Always telling us what we can and can't do. Always going on and on about rules and the fate of the world. I've had enough. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place you need to be, you just need to find it? Sure!
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. Yeah! Ruin his day.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you!
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something, it's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter!
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
Wow, this would be like the perfect ending
It's
for
beautiful.
to get the
We
final
need to
ending,
be
right?
there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole. Doesn't look that great. I like it better in here.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
That was good. Contrarian being contrarian. Oh, you turn to see her gone
She's
behind
gone.
you.
Is that a...
Oh my god, that was good. That was good. That was good. Okay, we got distracted. I got distracted for that. That was hilarious. Okay, let's do the strike back and then we'll do the survive next.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her. And she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time
Sheesh.
before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
My feathers are on
The
her!
princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
Why?
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, so we got
We are.
Den.
And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
I feel like stubborn has been like in almost every single route that we've done, huh? Interesting. Wonder why they did that. I see. Good night, Dazzy! Thank you so much for coming. Just wanted you. God. Okay.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly.
She's
She
too
didn't
stubborn
have
not to be.
blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Okay, yeah, I guess we start off with the questions. So let me save first. We're gonna be here a while.
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Okay. Think we can go down the list, right? Path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It
Oh,
doesn't
you
matter
sound
what
welcome.
shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right, for you and for the rest of existence, but especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
What answers? What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
What if we just leave? What happens then?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that cabin won't last forever.
I try to leave?
You have already committed to my completion.
Yeah,
You cannot
figured.
go further astray.
Matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Oh my god, it just reminded me of Paranoid, right? What was the chant? Heart, lungs. Something like that. I can't remember the chant. What was it? I can't remember what it was, but that's like for a nightmare, I think, or something, right? That was creepy. That was good. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. That's right. Let's do the first one without the blade.
I don't know what you're planning, but you're making my job a hell of a lot harder right now.
The steel claw makes us sloppy, too
Hello,
confident.
Sarah,
We'll be
welcome.
faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
Can we please just run at the
You
mirror?
heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
Can we just run at it?
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can
think
wipe
we'd
it
be
clean
better
and
off without
finally
a
get a
blade.
look at ourselves.
I mean, he also wanted us to just keep dodging instead of attacking, so maybe that's what he's thinking. Is like, if we just dodge forever, we'll be fine. I mean, you know, that tactic, you know, it works, you know. Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
Perfect.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I just want like a dramatic like violin, you know, like they have the eerie kind of violin sound. That's exactly like that's the music that should be here right now. The kind of that's what I'm imagining. That's what should be playing right here. I don't know. It feels fitting. I was watching a lot of violinists playing some like performances and stuff like that. I like them. All right, they're like especially like the people that play the violin that like play it like as if they were playing a guitar, and like the way that they just go to town on it. I've only seen a performance like that once before, and it was like like 2-3 years ago, and it was just random. I wasn't even expecting to see it, and like it wasn't even the main show. Was the violinist? It was just like a side performance that they were doing. But my God, did it change my life forever? And now every time I admire the violin. I think it's absolutely just beautiful, amazing. And two, I always wanted to see another performance like that. Like the way that she was playing it, it was insane. Like, you know, like how you have like the rock guitarist kind of idea, right? And they're like jumping around and like just like moving their hands super quickly and strumming the guitar like hard and quick about it and everything, right? That's exactly how this lady was playing that violin, and my God, was it impressive. And I so badly wish I could see that again. It was amazing. It was so good. But yeah, that's what I was that's what my brain was imagining right now, just like
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Ooh, that's different.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Don't give her a sound. We should talk. I can't resist.
The princess
We
leaves
should
your
talk.
mark unanswered. See, she knows we have to be like her. Focused, present, patient.
We're past the point of words anyway. This is a conversation that can only be had with hard steel and sharp teeth.
You put the voices to the back of your mind and proceed down the stairs. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is. It would be better with a blade, but we'll make do.
We don't have to do this, no. Wait, still give us some ruins our throat. It's like we need to be super quiet. Don't make a big. We don't have to do this,
She doesn't
no.
respond. It seems that she thinks you do, in fact, have to do this.
I mean, you don't have to. It's up to the shadows to try to lure her out. It's up to the shadows ready to fight. Let's fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike.
We're screwed. We can do this, even without a weapon. I'm no stranger to bloody fists.
You just barely make out the shape of teeth and eyes as the princess emerges, enormous maw gaping, ready to swallow you whole. And
He doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Am I free? They ask. Wait! Hold on! I needed that! What the heck?
she's gone.
Wait! That wasn't the plan? Oh shoot, I didn't save. Wait, that was really...
You make your way
that
down
was
to the
really
cabin.
quick.
We've already been over the plan.
Oh wait.
I'm not sure.
It's a better plan than you had.
I don't like this. Don't.
The
interior is dark.
Okay, maybe if
don't
I
know
do,
what your
okay, let's
You
reach
reach forward and see nothing. Tricks. You step forward. into the dark. If there were once stairs.
Okay. Okay, maybe I just messed up something, right? It's Den, right? Den is the other one that, right? Oh, let me confirm. Let me confirm. I swear it is, but let me just do a confirmation real quick. Yeah, it is. Okay. What did I do? Okay, well, alright, hold on. I saved, right? Okay, good. Let's figure out what went wrong. Maybe if I just stay quiet, right? Maybe if I don't start screaming down the tunnel.
As you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavern. Doesn't matter if we can't.
Okay, let's try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
What? You're
Try
gonna
bringing
turn
the
around
blame?
the
Oh.
second she runs for us? You'll get us killed, you pathetic fool.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Stop it! Fight her!
The conflict in your heart, though usually of little consequence, slows you down just enough. You don't make it into the tunnel before you feel her hot breath at your back, rushing up your spine and closing in on your neck as her teeth press into your skin. Death again.
Oh, we don't actually get to see her be taken, though. Interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah. Maybe if I take a blade... Good point. Maybe if I, actually grab this thingy, this might be different.
You make your way. The interior is dark and...
Okay, take the blade.
Take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
Okay.
You heard it. That mirror is so gross.
I like the smashing it one.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole. If there, it smells of mold as you crawl forward on hands and knees. Stay quiet.
Okay, maybe this will be different. You can get multiple voices of the same chapter 3, right? Yeah. We're just going this one for now, and then we'll go back and then try the other voices. We don't have to fight. I'm gonna need to get. What happens if I lie?
The princess leaves. See.
We're past the point of words anyway.
You put the voices to the back of your mind and proceed down the stairs.
Take please, use profit.
The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Okay. Let's try this.
You step into the shadows and are in there.
So,
she's about to strike.
Normal?
With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows.
Okay, well, it's not taking her just yet.
Different!
Okay.
Swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move.
Huh, I wonder why that would be considered different, though.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from
Maybe
the
we'll see.
shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury.
and beneath it all lurks something far more primal.
So, with the Pristine cut, we've done almost everything besides Den is the last one that we haven't done for the new stuff, and the brand new ending that was included. But after that, we already done the cage, the dragon, and the epilogue. And then we done Fury, Apotheos, and now we're here to this one. Oh, yeah. Now we're here to this one, so. So yeah, we're almost done with the Pristine cut stuff in it, so yeah.
Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
He's like, well,
to
shoot.
see her try.
Great for killing.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw. So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? These wounds are starting to add up.
Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
Hello, Bella.
We
welcome.
die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Embrace and take the opening and strike at her heart. Okay, well, time to save. Oh, strike!
You hurl yourself
Oh.
towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Bird is like, yeah!
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done.
I swear I've heard that screaming sound effect before. I've heard that before in a completely different game. That just gave me flashbacks. I don't know what game I'm thinking of. Gears of War? Is that what I'm thinking of? I have heard that scream. That exact scream and everything before. I want to say it's from Gears of War. Hold on. Now I am curious. I need to see if I can find this. Hold on. Okay, so here's some of them. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. That sounded like I had such weird flashback here. Let me see if the microphone can pick it up. That one there, that one there at the end. I don't know if the microphone could have picked it up, but that one right there sounded like that. Wow, that was so weird. Like it's a little bit like the audio, the pitch and everything kind of changed, but that the rah sound. Wow, what the heck? That Sorry, that just brought like so many memories from the past in my head. Wow. That talk about one sound just instantly just bringing things into your mind. That was pretty cool. Anyways. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. That was that was really cool. That sorry. That was just, that caught me off guard. Anyways, so what were you saying, Princess? Sorry, I other things.
No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together.
Ow!
Your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of
what?
limbs and teeth.
Wait, what? Wait a second,
I
what?
wouldn't have it any other way.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask. I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her. And us.
What?
It doesn't matter. We won.
Princess eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. Oh, heck!
She's gone.
Retain your humanity in the face of instinct in a dark den? Okay, interesting. Let's see. Embrace instinct.
You hurl yourself towards the princess's body, carving into her not with steel, but instead with tooth and claw. You are a blur of bloodied things that tear and rend. Yes. Yes. We are not prey. We are more. The princess howls in fear and outrage as you peel away a chunk of her flesh.
Multi-armed
As the bloody meat slides down your throat, you feel invigorated. Your wounds burn less, you feel faster, more responsive. Again, the more we take of her, the less she will be able to take of us. There is no time to rest if you're to do this right. She tries to bat you away with her massive paw, but as it smashes into your ribs, you clamp your teeth around the limb. You give her no time to react before snapping it from its neck.
Oh! Oh! Oh, God!
The princess pulls back in pained shock as you crunch through bone, devouring the arm that was part of her. It's part of you now. Your wounds heal.
What?
That's disgusting. I don't want to do that.
You were the one who asked if we could do this, and if it means we win, well, we have to win. Victory demands we do whatever it takes to claim it.
I didn't think it would be so dehumanizing. But we feel bigger than her now, don't we? The feeling doesn't linger. As you choke down the last of her severed arm, she lunges, taking advantage of the distraction. In a frenzied flash of blood and feathers, she rips into your side, swallowing another piece of you. Weakness returns. Her arm starts to mend itself, fresh claws sprouting from developing flesh. We can't be small again. We have to take more. We have to take it now. You descend upon her again, jaws gnashing, desperate to regain your power. You both lose yourself in the rhythm of the feast. You devouring her, and she devouring you. Mending and bleeding and consuming in an endless cycle. On and on and on.
Come on, just one more bite, then we'll have her right where we want her.
Am I really the only one who's not on board with this? I'm gonna be sick.
This is disgusting.
The more you
Oh my
consume,
God.
the more the lines that differentiate you and her begin to blur. The flesh of your body's twisting into warped reflections of what you swallow.
You have headphones
You
on.
have
This is
to snap
disgusting.
out of this. You can't destroy her if you lose sight of yourself. We are the predator now. There is nothing to do but embrace our true nature. But words fade into hollow vibrations as you and she continue to tear at each other in the darkness. There are no beginnings. There are no endings. There are no moments of calm. There is only savage violence. Did you say no endings?
But he doesn't respond. He's gone. The art here looks really cool, but also...
How are we supposed to know if we won? We have won. We'll never die so long as we keep eating. We can be forever.
But you and she are separated. Your flesh ripped from her, from where it joins together. Before forever can come to pass, you lock eyes. You see a new emotion there. Shame. What have we done? They ask. Get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever.
She's gone.
Embrace
Where did she go?
instinct
Should
in
we
a dark
try and find
den.
her?
Okay. That was disgusting. Alright, let's see if there's anything else here.
You say nothing.
So what
The
did we
basement.
do? Did we do fight? So what if we try to lure
You step
her?
in what? There. She's the near silence of a determined predator. The prince. Stop it! Fight her!
So let's see if this is
Conflict
different.
in your heart, though usually of little consequence. Death. Again.
Okay, so it only seemed to change when we did the... Interesting. So it only changes when we fight her. Okay, so well, that is it for that voice. Maybe another voice. God, my hair keeps dropping in front of my eyeball. Get out. There we go. Okay, so now we're back here. So we got stubborn last time. So let's see what happens if we just keep surviving.
You spin into a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
I don't think I can keep this up. Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say.
We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? Okay. I'll send you to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's
Oh, for
true.
the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Stay alive?
You're a little slow this time. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side.
Titanic momentum, my god.
It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You know, now that we know like how huge our bird dragon guy is, makes me wonder just how massive she is here, right? Is she about the same size as us? Is she even bigger? Right? I just realized, like, now I'm curious about that.
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
You're
And
deflecting.
you bear your weakness to the world.
She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are
Like,
too slow to
anything
come
else?
away unscathed.
Oh, I don't remember
You're
which.
starting to get tired. You're making mistakes.
God, there's like so much in this game that I don't remember. I mean, granted, it was about a year ago since we last played it, but there's like a lot of routes I really don't remember.
This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity,
Ow.
lunging once again from the darkness,
Ow.
fangs bared and claws
Ow.
flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you.
Ow.
Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of
My
the room,
arse, thank you so much for coming.
unhinging her dripping more, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
Well,
You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed.
uh-oh.
Partially?
Um,
Yes, the princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body. That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock. The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
she's like,
We're
ah,
not
shoot.
Dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Downstairs, long nose.
You're on a path in the That didn't work.
Oh, we got
We're going in
skeptic.
with a plan this time. We're not getting
Oh.
stuck in another loop.
Interesting.
Just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is.
I have glitter on me. Why is there glitter?
Instinct
What
was
is that?
keeping us
No.
alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, Jesse,
So you know
welcome.
more than you're
Any new
letting
stuff
on.
from this cut version? Yes, there is a ton of new stuff. So earlier in our previous streams, we did sorry. there was new paths for the prisoner, the specter, and the oh my god, what's the other one? I can't remember. The one where we have oh my god, what is it? What's the name of it? It's the one where you free her instantly and stuff like that. So they were called the cage, the epilogue and then the Princess of the Dragon. So those were really, really good. And then there was some updates to some current routes that got more fleshed out, which was Fury and Apotheus, and now we are doing the other one, which is Den. And then after that, there is a new ending. So there is a lot of stuff in this new update. A lot of stuff. So we're almost at the end, though. We just need to do Den, and then to get to the ending, and then that'll be it. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff, and very well done too. The Den is very different. I'm curious to see if the voices will make this completely different, but it is interesting.
Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. Why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things
yeah,
I'm not
I'm excited
allowed
to
to
see
tell
what it
you.
is.
It's a hard rule.
And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge.
It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows, so we're gonna draw her out.
But she's fast, and she's clever.
We're clever too, so this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is.
But you already know what she is. She's a princess.
Yeah, right. Princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
Sharp teeth.
Like the narrator's like, what am I? Oh dear, what are we about to face? The path is different from
You're
before.
right. This is different, isn't it?
I'm starting to lose track of things myself. Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right, for you and for the rest of existence, but especially for you.
Clearly we're not getting anything out of him.
Hello, Anzan, welcome. I swear my hair will not stay back. There we go. Stay in there. Sorry. It kept like falling right over my eye and I'm like, I cannot see. I want answers.
Like I said, I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. You've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much in the way of motivation.
What if we just leave? What happens then?
It doesn't seem like she can escape on her own.
Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable. That cabin won't last forever.
And she will?
Forget I said anything. Just treat this with the urgency it deserves.
Did this really change much? I don't really think they did, but I'll just save just in case. No matter what happens, let's go.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated
I know what was
confrontation
gonna be
awaits.
different, right? Maybe
know
then we
what
can
to
go
do.
without the knife, maybe,
All right,
right?
we've been over the plan.
Stubborn was with the
Go
knife,
to
and
her
now
out of the
Skeptic will
shadows,
be
make her show herself.
without.
And what if she doesn't want to be seen?
We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight,
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I was like, I'm broken.
It will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
Big or toothy. I know, it's also a problem too that she's so toothy. Click it. There we go.
the interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off.
What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
But either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Okay, so let's do without the blade, right?
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south.
The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
But we have the option to toss ourselves down. What is this? What is this? Why can't I launch myself out? Because you only do it with stubborn, I guess.
Reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold
So
and
this
decay.
pretty much is the same so
The damp
far.
walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Yeah. You don't even think to do that? Yeah, it's sad. I don't know. I still think to do it, alright? I just wanted to go and headbutt the mirror, you know? I said that's a missed opportunity. The developers missed. How could they give this update and not have us an option to run at mirror, headbutt it, and then fall through? How can that not be? Terrible game. Terrible. Baby, we can talk
The
now.
princess leaves your sea.
No, okay.
I suppose it'll take a little more than words to coax her out. Let's keep going.
You put the voices to the back of your mind and proceed down the stairs. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you
Still the
can't see
same.
the vastness of the space, You can feel it. You're exposed.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
Good job, Skeptic. That's a good plan. So maybe it is actually gonna work like this. Okay.
She doesn't respond. It seems that she...
Okay, so let's try to lure out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness.
That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
Okay, so maybe this is gonna be what's different, right? Maybe I was right.
She's about to strike.
Stubbornness attacking, and then Skeptic
With the
would be
near
about.
silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
That's stage 1. Now stay focused.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you.
You risk
in
a
the tunnel.
glance. Why?
You risk a glance.
Uh-oh.
She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't.
Looking at her makes me feel sad.
Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all.
She paws futilely
Uh-oh.
at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you
Bad
want us
kitty.
to ignore
Or
her,
big kitty.
then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin
Hero.
with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help.
Now let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Well, I do feel bad looking at her.
There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. Beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself. She is stuck, and you abandoned a perfectly usable weapon right behind you. How about you turn around, get the blade, and end this once and for all?
Okay, so we could have two different things. Let's do turn back for the blade.
You turn back towards the exit, leaving her behind, but the tense silence of the tunnel is suddenly interrupted by the panicked,
it
guttural
is.
wails of a creature in distress. She has redoubled her struggle against the confines of the earth around her, the very walls shaking as she desperately thrashes against them. She is stuck here, right?
Of course, it's too small for her to get up here.
But is up here stable?
I don't know. I didn't think about that when I started to plan all this.
It isn't. It's only dirt and stone, and she is very, very big. Hurry! You do your best to scramble up towards the exit, but you barely manage to get halfway before the ground beneath you begins to crumble. And she is getting closer, her breath hot on the back of your neck.
Damn it all. This whole thing is just an exercise in futility, isn't it?
No words, only action. Keep running. But the tunnel collapses before either you or the princess manage to reach the exit. Everything goes dark and we die? Oh no, you're perfectly fine.
What?
You're just buried under literal tons of earth, as is the princess.
Why, for the love of everything, did I not think about the stability of the tunnels? I'm supposed to be smarter than this. I'm supposed to have a plan for everything.
This is all my fault. I was the one who started worrying about this place falling apart.
And what, you think worrying made the tunnel collapse?
I don't know. Maybe.
It was physics. You can't change things just by thinking about them. That's ridiculous.
Bickering and bickering doesn't matter, because now we're here, stuck in a dark place. Not a place to move, not even room to dig. Something shifts in the gloom around you. An eye opens. The wet glint of it pierces the darkness, its pupil focused on you. The princess. At least she's as stuck as you are. Not that it'll do much good in the end. Stuck is still alive, but it's not alive forever. I can smell the end all around us. Sweet and empty. This is where we die. I'm going to lie down now. The eye stares at you with resignation, a glimmer of regret. Are we going to be here forever? Is this my fault?
Well, this is not what I kind of expected. Okay. Come on, you have to give us something, just a little wiggle room, struggle to free yourself. Let's be stuck here. This can't be that much. You must be able to free us. This is your fault? This isn't anyone's fault?
If we had wiggle room, he would have said we had wiggle room.
He's right. There's nothing I can do here. I'm sorry. No more circles to run in. It's time to sleep.
Good luck with that.
You do your best to move your body, but try as you might, your earthen coffin doesn't budge in the slightest.
This is pointless. Just give up already and die a miserable death with the rest of us. And then we'll start again and we'll do better.
So, we're dying down here. How long is that going to take?
A while. You're stuck, not injured.
I wonder what'll get us first. Suffocation. Thirst.
We could always just let ourselves die. That doesn't sound like you. I thought you were all about survival. Only when survival is possible. There's nothing left for us here but suffering.
Hate to break it to you, but you can't just decide to die. Death is something that happens to you. It's external. It's a consequence.
You almost sound like you think we deserve this.
We made a mistake. It's what's supposed to happen to us. It's the only way we can learn.
You must be able to free us.
The princess's eye closes in concentration as she attempts, and fails, to move her body. I'm afraid you are both stuck.
We all know where this is going, so get on with it.
All right, I'll go into extra detail, just for you. The weight of the world you have destroyed rests on your chest. It both crushes and cradles you, holding your lungs in a stasis where you can never take in quite enough breath for comfort. Your limbs ache, muscles screaming in their locked positions, one arm slowly growing numb as your blood struggles to reach it. There is dirt in your eyes. They fill with tears.
Okay, I think that's enough. We get the picture. Skip to the everything goes dark part, please.
No, not quite yet. I haven't even gotten to the starvation. Or the thirst. That gnawing that starts as a nibble, a little reminder that despite it all, you're still alive. You can see that she too feels herself being eaten from the inside.
Ugh.
Her gaze never leaves you. Any semblance of thought has vanished, replaced with a desire for the only thing that can sate her hunger. You can feel a strain as your parched mouth attempts and fails to water. But even with a dry tongue, your hunger is such that you can't help but think about what her flesh might taste
I'm
like.
sorry, wait a second, hold on. What?
Don't
wait,
think I'll
what?
forget how much you're enjoying this, you sick bastard.
Good point. It
Don't
is
worry,
weird seeing him like
the end
this.
is close. Your mind grows cloudy as your blood slows, your chest trying to suck in enough oxygen to feed your starved muscles, your bruised ribs doing little more than bumping up against hard, packed dirt. You aren't even sure you have limbs anymore, and whether the vacant ache where they once were is just the memory of limbs. Any second, you might breathe in one last, shallow, earth choke.
Jeez, the narrator was
Well,
twisted
we're
here.
almost done yet. He's gone.
And we're somewhere new. Is this what happens when we really die?
Oh. Neither you nor the princess ever draw that final breath because neither of you dies here. As the world around you unwinds, she places her head at your feet. I'm cold, say her eyes. I don't want to be cold. Man, that was, wow. That was really messed up with the narrator there. She didn't get the opportunity to respond.
She's gone.
Wow. Wait with her in a dark den. So let's go back and see the other options. Oh shoot. Wait, where did I load? Here. I loaded a different route. Okay, so this is both her faults. I'm sorry.
A tear clouds the eye. It's okay. It isn't. If this is the end, don't reconcile with this creature, revile her. This is her fault. She did this.
We all know where this is going.
Sheesh. It's weird, right? It's weird to see the narrator like this. I mean, he's always been kind of like upset with us, but like purposely trying to make us like torture and everything. Wow, ooh, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth with this narrator here. Huh. It's interesting. This is my fault. I should have done things differently. I'm sorry.
A tear clouds the eye.
We all know where this is going, so
Okay, so that's still the same there. Yes, this is your fault.
A tear clouds the eye. I'm sorry. Don't listen to her. She's not capable of feeling remorse. The only thing she's sorry about is being stuck here. If this is the end, don't die offering her forgiveness. She doesn't deserve it.
we all know where this is going, so get.
Interesting. It's my fault. I should have done things. Okay. This isn't anybody's fault?
A tear clouds the eye. It's okay.
Okay, so that's still there. I know whose fault this is, and it is ours.
Oh, and I suppose you think this is my fault. As if. You had your chance to come down here prepared, and you left your weapon behind. This is on you. You have free will, and you decided to use it.
We all know where this is going, so get on.
Vindictive? I mean, but like to this point? I don't know. This feels like way more twisted than I remember him being. I don't know. Like I said, there's been, strangely, I don't remember quite a bit, and I don't know why, honestly. But, oops, what did I click? Okay, wait in silence for
Yes, it's time. There will be peace soon, even if it's short.
Not until we really suffer for it. We all know where this is going, so get on.
The weight of the world you have destroyed.
Okay, so let's go back here and let's approach her.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game?
You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice. As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve.
Offer your hand or flinch. Out of curiosity. Flinch.
Bad. This is a bad thing to do. Against the wise protestations of the little voice in your head, you flinch. The princess's claws rake across your body, tearing you open. You fall forward, and she hooks you with her paw, dragging you towards her. You start to grow cold. She prods you in an almost sorrowful confusion, hoping for some reaction. But there is no reaction for her to find. Your body is irreparably broken. I don't think she wanted to hurt us.
And yet she did. Intent matters less than facts.
Her sorrow doesn't last, and when it's gone, she begins to feast. Pray again. It's all just a circle, and it never ends.
Really be upset about it. I had to take the blade. He's destroying his world. Circle doesn't close, nor will it ever.
She's gone.
Okay. Now what if we offer her your hand?
You reach forward, offering the princess your hand. How ridiculous. She was about to kill you. Do you really think getting stuck in a tunnel for less than a minute has fundamentally changed her? Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are. If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she? Yes, she is. Her eyes shift from faux ferocity to confusion to a gentle sadness. She lowers her claw and places it in your hand. Ugh. Do you think we can pull her out of there? We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place.
And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her?
We have to trust someone else
music's
eventually.
different.
It's either him or her, and I know you don't trust him.
I don't even trust the rest of you. But that doesn't mean we have to go around pulling bloodthirsty monsters out of perfectly good traps.
But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring?
I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some answers.
Interesting. This is an interesting route. This is very interesting.
You tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel. Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen. You are all infuriating to work with. But fine, you continue to pull on the princess's arm and she starts to budge. She pushes with her back legs, clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts. The dirt and stone start to crumble around her.
That's the spirit. Keep going. Yes, quickly, before the whole tunnel comes down on top of us.
Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting development? What if the very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess? How devious. Does it collapse? Yes, it does. As you pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart. Trapped. No, we have to get out. We have to get out. It's too late to scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her out of there would be consequence-free, did you? Well, the ceiling collapses, heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and... I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die. No, not yet. You open your eyes to see the princess, her body stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you to move, at least for now.
I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands. Well, you can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out, and there's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both. We can always dig, both of us.
It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark.
Then let's do it.
Oh my god, dig through the earth together. Oh my god, this is adorable.
You and the princess dig through the loose earth of the collapsed tunnel together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail. His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see. It doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening, and what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired, and your mouths are full of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe.
Harder to breathe is still breathing.
Well, either way, the two of you are miserable. I don't know, I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding. She's not capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends, and as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life.
If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there?
I have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly. Do you smell it? Fresh air.
Claw your way to freedom.
With one final massive heave of her body, the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel, leaving you behind in the quickly collapsing space you once shared. Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die, buried and alone. You are unbelievably petty. Oh, my pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in my suffering and the damnation of the entire world just moments ago. She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her? No, she isn't. She's...
How many times do you have to be wrong before you stop talking?
The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently plucks you from the earth. She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down by the door. If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried. I really, really tried. But there won't be a record, will there?
Open the door and step into the wilds.
You open the door, the two of you stepping out into the fresh air and collapsing together onto the dewy grass of the outside world.
We're outside, and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there?
He does not reply.
Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before.
Can't you feel the hole where he was? He's gone.
Fancy that.
I'm not sure gone is good.
Hello, dragon. Welcome. Princess rests her head close to you. Her eyes stare into yours amid the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Are we free? They ask. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. So I don't know there will be anything different if I were to have brought the knife down with me, right? But you don't get the opportunity to spawn
She's
or
gone.
whatever. Okay. Form an unlikely alliance in a dark den. So I'm gonna go here. And then we're gonna load back real quick. I wanna see if there's anything different if I were to take the blade in the beak. Actually, let's load here first, and then let's try to do the fight
You
thing.
step into the shadows and are enveloped in total. There, she's about to strike.
We're screwed. I know. This wasn't part of the plan. We were supposed to
See
come
this?
down here prepared with a weapon and... Oh, what's the use?
You just barely make out the shape of teeth. And
Okay, so that just happens normally there. Okay, so let's go back. Is it here? I think it's here, right? It's princess for them to add these new endings. Okay, so we'll take the blade.
yes, take the steel claw.
You pull the blade from the stump. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot.
Thank you, dragon. Thank you.
You step forward.
Haven't you been paying...
That mirror isn't it. It's so... You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No, you step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left. It smells of mold as you crawl forward. Stay quiet. Don't give.
Okay. Okay, so now we're here. Either we anchor into a beast. We're doing the den route. We're finishing up the pristine cut and everything. So, like, what did you do? Basically, in the first act with the princess, you go down to her, talk without the blade, then you go back upstairs, retrieve the blade, come back down, and patiently wait, make sure you close the door and everything, and she'll attack you, and then you start the second one. She turns into beast, and you just make sure you don't run to the stairs and don't have her eat you. So you either fight back or you just keep running, and then that's how you get to the den. Which is where we are right now. Okay, so now that we have this, let's proceed.
You say nothing. Maintaining the silence. The basement is dark.
Stay on your toes.
Okay, so let's see what could be considered different. Save here. So let's do the fight
You
one
step
first.
into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in there. She's about to strike.
We're screwed. I know. This wasn't part of the plan. We were supposed to come down here prepared. Oh, what's the use?
So I probably still need to run.
You just barely make out the shape of teeth and eye. And
Okay, yeah, so I still need to run away. So absolutely skeptic wants you to run away no matter what, which is interesting. So yes, here. Okay.
you step into the
That's right. Keep.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Okay, we'll let this play and see what's different with the knife.
Stage 1. Now stay focused.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling
Oh, yeah,
up
look.
towards the cabin.
We have
You
it
hear
in
her
our
behind
hands,
you,
so let's
claws
see.
raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space.
it's still about the
So
same.
that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy.
I still like what
She
Hero
wants
says
nothing
here.
more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help.
Now, let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Well, I do feel bad looking at her.
There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard.
Hello, game. What
Beyond
the?
that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself.
Ah, here we
You
go.
already have a weapon, and she's as vulnerable as she's ever going to be.
So let's
How
see.
about you use it?
Ah, there it is. Drop the blade and approach her. Approach her. Turn around and leave. You're done here. Okay, so we got a lot of options here. Interesting. Okay, let's turn around and leave. See if there'll be anything different.
You turn back towards the exit.
So-
It is cold, but I don't know. It isn't. It's only dirt and stone, and she is. You do your best. Damn it. No words, only act. The tunnel collapses. Everything goes. Oh no, you're perfect.
Why for the love?
This is all my fault. I was the one who started worrying about this place for.
And what, you think worrying may...
I don't know.
It was physics.
You bickering, and bickering doesn't matter because.
So, I mean,
something
we still have the
shifts in
blade,
princess.
so what does that do?
But it's not alive forever. The eye stares.
Ah, I still have the blade. Maybe I could still end this. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. I still have the blade. Maybe I can still end
I
this.
wish that were the case, but she's too far away for you to reach, and even if she weren't, your arm is pinned.
Oh.
Can you make it unpinned?
Of course he can't. We've been over this. You can't just change reality on a whim. That's what makes it real.
He's right. There's nothing I. No more circles.
Hmm.
You do your best. This is a while. We could always.
Okay, so...
The princess's eye closed.
Okay, so that's still the same there. Interesting. That is interesting. So that had a little bit of new stuff there. Approach her blade held behind your back. Okay, let's try that.
As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve. If you're going to attack, might I suggest you do so quickly?
So I can strike her heart, offer her your hand, or flinch. Let's flinch first.
Bad. This is a bad. The blade
Ah,
tumbles
there we go.
hopelessly from your faltering grip as your blood spills onto the dirt below. You fall forward. I don't think she.
And yet she did.
Her sorrow doesn't last. Pray again.
Okay, so that's still the same there. Interesting. Let's offer her your hand.
You reach forward, offering the princess your hand, but she doesn't take it. She remembers the glint of our steel claw. She certainly does. In a surprising burst of speed, she swipes it,
Well,
her claws meeting your throat. It's too late. You had your chance, and she had hers. You fall forward, and I don't...
And yet she did.
Her sorrow doesn't...
okay, well, apparently that still, happens there, so, whoops. Alright, Cyberbrain. Thank you. Okay. Strike her heart.
Violence is still a mercy here.
Oops, I just hit the
It's
microphone.
still
Sorry.
help. Yeah, maybe this is what's best for everyone.
I still think leaving would have been best, but we haven't seen what happens after she dies. It could give us some answers.
You rush forward, your confidence carrying you with enough speed to avoid her desperate strike. Your blade sinks deep into her chest. So we actually did it. Why does it feel so bad? Killing the weak always does.
I don't think she's dead just yet.
No, she isn't. As you dig towards her heart, she howls with an earth-shattering shriek, and then... We're at least taking her with us, right? Yes, but not without paying a grave price. She lashes out, tearing you open.
Another death and we've still learned nothing. I knew leaving was the right answer. You should have listened to me.
It doesn't matter now. In her final moments, she made sure that there would be no way out for either of you. It's over.
Interesting. So we still have another one to try, though. This is no true end, and you don't get the chance to see her die.
She's gone.
Strike an immobilized creature in the dark den. Okay. So let's load back over here. Drop the blade and approach her.
The princess's eyes go wide as the blade tumbles from your hand. You're going to get yourself killed.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game?
You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice.
So is this still going to be the same?
As you draw near, she readies her claws. Raise, don't.
Offer her your hand?
You reach forward, offering... Yes. If all she wanted was to kill her... Yes, she is. Her eyes... Do you think we can... We have to trust... I don't even... But we... You tug.
Okay, so this
keep
seems...
pulling. All he has are... You are that... Yes. Yeah. Does it... Yes, it does. As you pull the princess
Does
free,
it all
tumble around.
go the way? Yeah, it seems like it.
His words are nothing. Doesn't matter if you... With one final...
Okay, yeah, it seems to go. Interesting.
You open the door. The
That's
two
kind
of
of cool,
you
though, that
stepping
taking the
out
blade
into
actually
fresh
changes
air,
that a bit and actually even gives you another
collapsing
ending you
together
can get.
as the chewy
Interesting.
grass at the outside.
Okay, then. So with
Yeah, we got him there,
that
didn't we?
is all of
Can't you feel
Den.
the hole where he was? Fancy that?
Now all we
I'm
need left
not
is to
sure.
get the new ending, which I have no idea how we even get this new ending.
You're
Rings
right.
of Death. Okay, so let me save over here. You are nothing at all. Is that good? Oh! You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadows just beyond the reflection. Oh, that's right, because this is considered the ending. Alright. Well, let's see if maybe we can figure out how to get the ending. You me?
I think you know what I am.
I could help if you wanted to. Yeah, if you know how to get to the ending, I would very much appreciate it. Oh, okay. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I read to see you. Okay, so we've done all of these before in a past playthrough. I don't know if there's anything different.
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her. Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
My lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all this was wrong? Oh!
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand
Oh! I can bring that
This
up!
construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Oh, that's interesting that I can actually bring that up. So what he's talking about is an epilogue, I think, right? Oh, fascinating. To get to the ending, you need certain ends for each vessel? Oh, I see. No, so I think the ones that we brought him was the Apotheus. I think we went Apotheus, right? Or did we do Fury? Did we give him both? I don't recall what we gave him now. Oh, I don't remember what we gave. I know for sure we gave him Cage, the Dragon one, and then we also gave Epilogue. So if we need certain endings for certain vessels, I don't know. So if we do give them certain endings, every chapter has a lot of those. Others like you said?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
How is that better than death, or even different from death at all?
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave. Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
I'm only delusional if I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment.
Did they update
I've
this?
missed you dearly.
Why does that look slightly different? No, it's this. I don't know actually, because that's my old save. God, that's all. This is the last time that we have played this game, guys. Right here, that save, 2023. Sheesh. Now over a little bit of a year ago. Sheesh. Weird. Weird. She looks slightly updated, but I don't know if it's changed. Maybe she isn't. Okay. Most part. So basically, in like all the ones that I go to give her something, I have to be as brutal and as mean as possible. Is that how I get to the end? She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
And my dog's barking in the background, so I had to mute the microphone. You can probably still hear him. Okay. So I tried to kill her? Is that what I'm to understand? Okay, well, let's talk to her for a moment. It's weird of how much I really don't recall. There's so many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait, what? What is happening?
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
What is happening? What did I do?
But we had a dance unfinished, and you had questions in need of answers. And in the cold starlight you found them. Fear reflected in the eyes of that which terrified you.
You forgot this. I tell you, I
Even the
forgot a
cruelest
lot.
of monsters are not unworthy of sympathy. Within me, nothing is beyond redemption. Together we dug through hell, and together we found our freedom.
Okay, well, alright, look, my brain? What is happening? Okay. Address this vessel statement, appeal to your shared humanity, you speak about life and change, reject your authority, you've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here, argue your independence. Artists of the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject your perspective. I won't engage with violence. What? Address this vessel's statement directly. Oh, without you, there is no need for redemption. You speak as though change comes gently, but our transformations were born of destruction, violence. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving us. Oh yeah. I don't want to think about it. Are you sure of yourself that you think the world... Is that actually talking about her actually saving us? Is that could that actually be talking about that? I just want to see if that actually is, because that's pretty cool.
The only thanks you need to give is both our freedoms. Leave with me.
Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. Oh god. Oh my god.
Is a person? Is it their body?
Oh, hold on.
Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
What happened?
A person is not a body.
I gotta drink.
Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Huh? Delicious. Sorry, I got a drink delivery, and in the middle of that, I got distracted. What were you saying? Here I am facing the entire concept, the literal concept of change and transformation, and I'm like, I'm busy, I got a drink. Okay, the only thing to you, free, okay, what is this person? Is their body? Is this all their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin. Person not a body, death is transformation into something new. Okay, I don't know what you haven't seen of the fight. Look, I don't even remember what I've seen, what I haven't seen before. Dramatic, this was up. Address this vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your... I don't know what that is, right? I don't know what this is. Stop the fight early and surrender. I am not my body. Perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore.
If you do not fear it, then there is no need for you to struggle against it. Let go. Leave with me.
Not until you see things from my
If you
perspective.
need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life.
Oh, it's
How
a
deep
dragon!
must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale. You doused the flames of false devotion,
Oh no, it's you.
and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
You speak about life and death, change assignment. You've done. I was glad to dance with you. That was a mockery of a life we shared. We shared there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. We can find a way to make things better. Never want to hold the world still, but is suffering the only alternative? I never want to hold the world still, it needs you. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget. Oops, what did I click? Happy to dance.
And dance with me again, and we'll never have to stop. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match. I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one,
This is the dragon now.
then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, but you took me with you. And together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
I wish I could leave with you now like we did then. I miss being so close to you. Just because we're bound together doesn't mean I can't be whole without you. What was terrible? That was terrible. I never want to be so close to you, anyone ever again. I never wanted to get pulled into you. I was only trying to save the world. I just didn't like sharing a body with you, and you rewarded me with more of what I didn't like.
Could you bear the risk of seeking that truth? What if you're wrong? Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made
Ooh,
our
it's this
prison.
one. God,
It was fear
all the
that
times
told
you
the
went
lie
back.
that our spirits were not free to choose. But even bound, you saw a light, and you gave me the wisdom to speak my heart and shed my doubts. Without fear, suffering ceases to be. Without fear, death dissolves. Without fear, we are free to choose beauty. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
I was happy to leave with you. Neither of us could have been free without the other. No matter what we did, we kept trapping each other again and again. Death is more than fear, it is reality. Just because we can reject it does not mean the world is free of it.
Their prisons are their own. And should we not give them the ability to find their freedom? If we can free ourselves, the world can certainly follow suit.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving. Ooh.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Easier to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. Ooh! What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? So, I don't know when I'm supposed to be having an option. Neither knows exactly where it is, but I know exactly where it isn't. Okay, so let's do some of these explore options.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay, I don't know what I need to do here. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. So there was enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence. I'm going to trust that true. I have to fight for a better world. You are cruel to yourself and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you be free. Done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. See, my problem is even if I were to recall, I don't even know what would be considered new. What is the new ending? There's really only one ending. There's two endings I kind of recall. Let's see.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
Well,
You don't have to face her alone.
hero!
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
So, you have no idea how good is he or you? Thought voices weren't allowed here. But you can do what you want for this. I have to start a new end? Really? I do? Even though I've completed this game beforehand, I still have to do like a completely new ending.
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where
It's
it all
okay,
began.
it's okay.
I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I just
make
looked
this
at
quick.
something and I don't want to say it out
Are you ready?
loud. Family friendly.
Then let's go.
I have to end each puzzle by slaying them to get to the end. I see. Since you cheese them, you can't get there. Yeah. Okay. I see.
And here we are.
So yeah, I have to.
I'd say
okay.
we were back where
So
it
that'll
all
probably have
started,
to be
but
an
I guess it's a little
entirely
after that,
different
isn't
stream
it?
on its own.
Do you need me to describe things? Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think
God.
you broke it.
It's weird, right? It's like a year ago we were here listening to this exact ending here. Oh my god, it's so weird. I just want to go through this ending again just for sanity. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we'll probably have to do a completely different stream because like I'm almost out of time for this stream. And then that'll probably be our final stream. So we'll probably speed through it and get through all of that, and then we'll go ahead and go to the ending. So I just want to experience this one. Because, for old time's sake.
And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Is that why you want to see this through and slay her? That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
First time was so many years
We
ago.
both know why you're here.
Actually, I don't know.
You don't have to
How
draw
long
it out
was
for
it
my
since
sake.
we first played the demo?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
I looked more. Thank you.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Her eyes actually look normal here. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I really wanted to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there, if you continue to exist? Will they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
She's like, not that I really care, but... God, this is probably like for some of you that didn't see this game back when I had first played the full release and everything, and I don't know, like this just feels so weird. Like my brain kind of recalls some of this stuff, and then other stuff it doesn't quite recall. Like I remember this ending, I do. I don't remember like the little nuances on each dialogue piece and everything, but like some of the things she says like brings back something. It's like, I don't know. It's just so weird how much has changed. I think it's the concept of like how much has changed in the year, which is funny with the topic of this game, right? Always changing constantly and all that, and the fear of it, and both the pain and the good that it brings. It's weird.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
Well, I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How How do you know that things won't end worse? What if, when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
You'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
This isn't fair.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Also, I just realized she's not chained. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Interesting. Oh! I'll see you soon. We don't deserve the cheese right now. We don't deserve the cheese.
Hey, I love you.
I love you, Stabs. As it should be, you know? As it should be.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So... Aw, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with that ending for now, but technically we are not finished here. There is another ending that we do want to go ahead and get to, but I have to do a full other playthrough again, and we have to be aggressive and kill her in every one, so I'm curious of how we're gonna figure that out, but we'll figure that out in the next stream. And then maybe we'll come back to this. I don't know, depends, we'll see. That's not the ending I recall. I think it's when we leave the blade, but I didn't want to end this in a sweet note because we don't deserve it. It's not time to officially say goodbye to this game. So yeah, makes sense. He sees your body as his own. Yeah, but I think he says it differently if you don't bring the knife, right? Because as I remember, one of the big things that stuck in my head is that he said that he'll remain there while you and her leave the cabin in the other ending. So we'll see how that all will go and everything. But we're not done. We're not done at all. We still have that new ending that we need to get to, but like I said, we have to play through it again, do some steps and everything to get to it, and then we'll get to it that way. For now, though, that is gonna be it for now. And we'll pick this up probably sometime next week. I don't know if we'll be able to. We should be able to finish it in one stream. I'll try to. Hopefully, we'll be okay. We'll see how things go. So yeah. But anyways, though, this was good. This was very good. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, cool. Is it the order that I did everything to? Is that what that's saying? Is that what that's saying? Make your playlist? Where does that take me? It opened up a link. Oh, it opened up to Spotify. Interesting. That's actually really cool. I don't know if this is new. That is really neat. That is really neat. That's really cute. I like that. But anyway, so that is gonna be it for now. So yeah, it's always been there. Has it? I don't. I guess I don't know why I have completely blocked out so much of this game in my memory. I really. Oh wait a second. Shouldn't. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh wow, we did pretty good, almost getting all of them already in this one playthrough. Interesting. So we got that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So we got what? 6 of them we haven't seen here. I like the little art. It's really cute. Interesting. And that they're showing. Oh, that's cool. They show them connected down. So like here we got the wild, which could have come from something. Is that what that is? Yeah, that is, isn't it? Interesting. Here's episode of Snoop. That's cool. Anyways. So that's gonna be it for now. We'll pick this up again, like I said, in a later stream. We'll see what ends up happening. And all that good stuff. And yeah. But for now though, that is gonna be it. Next time will be oops, wrong screen. Next time will be our ending to this game, and most likely what I would assume to be our goodbye to it. I don't know if there will be another update or not. I doubt it, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting an update anyways for this game, so already surprising as it is. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, so we just got one more stream, and that'll be the end of Slay the Princess. But not yet. Not yet. It's not yet time to say goodbye, so don't worry. This 30th on Saturday, we'll be playing Fall Guys with those of you that are part of the membership for Believer or Believes tier. So that's second or third. Everyone is allowed to come and watch the stream and have some good times and see all the chaotic moments that we have, which are usually fun. So that'll be on the 30th. So heads up, that'll be our next stream. And also the schedule will be updated then. Another thing to have a heads up about is that I will be out, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I won't have like a weekend stream on the 7th. And I think I should be back for Monday. I don't know if I will be or not. We'll see. I don't think so. I think I'm gone till Tuesday or something. I need to recheck on that. So not this week coming up. I mean, besides the weekend being messed up, but the following week as well might be a little bit messed up too. And then I would say we're getting back to normal, but December is going to be very, very, very crazy. It's usually my month that I'm gone, like at the end of the week and stuff like that. We have our karaoke stream and all that kinds of stuff. So we're coming up to a very hectic month. Plus, of course, the heads up I did give you guys beforehand in the chatting stream. So yeah. Also, that does mean that our chatting stream and our stream with the members is going to be earlier than usual because of when I will be gone. So another heads up for that. So everything's going to be kind of like pushed to an earlier time. So yeah, just have a heads up about all that going on, stuff like that. But anyway, so we're not done with this game. We'll pick it up again sometime next week, most likely. And most likely will be the last one as well. We'll also be picking up World of Horror, which we're also coming up, I believe, to the end of that one as well. And also any, starting some new games. But also do keep in mind that, of course, like I said, I'm going to be gone quite often in December. So that might just kind of keep things scattered a bit and things like that. So, yeah. We'll see how it all goes, right? We'll see. But anyways, let me go ahead and say thank you to those that were recently here. Oh, yes, thank you, Santa Jinx. Thank you. Thank you for doing my job for me because I'm terrible. Yes, exactly. If you want to see more shenanigans, there is a Discord. I just squeezed my cheek and it just made the weirdest sound ever. I don't know, the microphone picked up on that. I guess I had saliva and just like yeah, Discord down below, stuff like that. Also, yeah, just chaotic things there. Yes, all the stuff. You know, just read Senator Jinx's message. I'm terrible when it comes to that stuff, aren't I? You'd almost think I don't own this channel or something. Oh my god. Thank you. I appreciate that. But anyways, though. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to help support the channel, of course, there are ways through YouTube, either through super chats or through being a part of the membership, which you guys do get perks from that, including playing games with me and having some good old times, which will be happening on the next stream. So heads up about that. Also, another way to be able to help support the channel that's a little bit more anonymous, if you want to keep it anonymous, that doesn't have stream alerts and stuff like that, is down in the description. There is a link there. That way, also, YouTube doesn't take a cut, and also, you guys can leave me a message, keep yourself anonymous, or use your handle that you use on YouTube or Twitch, whichever, and I will see it and all that stuff, so, yeah, very much appreciated it either way, or just simply watching the streams. Of course, always do help out, leaving likes, putting stuff in the comments, honestly, just even watching the stuff, too, is always very much appreciated, so, yeah. We got a lot of playlists that you can check over on YouTube about different games and all that. We have all sorts, scary, storytelling, absolutely just nonsense. It's all there, don't worry about it. But also thank you to those that were recently here. So thank you, Saturday Dinks, for being here. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Asan. Thank you, Anzan. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Aris. Thank you, Bella. And that is far back there, as I can see. Also, thank you, Dragon, and thank you, Game, as well. And thank you, Dazzy, as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to those who were previously here beforehand. Thank you to any lurkers, and thank you to my mods as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to those that help support the channel by being a part of the membership for Culture Roach. Thank you guys so very much for your help and support. Just a reminder again, Saturday, we'll be playing Fall Guys together. Maybe we'll have Discord open, so, well, of course, you guys can chat and everything while also playing these games and having a good old time. We'll see. I didn't fix my audio. Oh shoot, I didn't fix my audio. Sorry, I just clicked in my brain. I was like, wait a second. Oh, I'll need to fix that. And also, thank you to those that are part of the tier 3 membership, or believe it's being EH, Alex Hughes, Thanos Master, and Nathan Citron. Thank you guys very much for your help and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, we're not done yet. We still got most likely one more stream. Most likely, if I don't get distracted. That's my problems. I get distracted in this game. Explore stuff that I should remember, and I'm like, ooh, what is this? I get distracted. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta pull myself back on track. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Ah, there's hair in my eye. Ow. Ow. I just closed my eye right on top of my hair, and it just went further in. Ow. I tell you, my bangs. I need a cut. They're like so terribly long. How long do they reach now? Oh my god. They reach down to the bottom of my lip if I have it closed. It's long. It's really long. I need to cut these things. Anyways. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and bye, Cyber birthday as well. Bye. See? Distracted. See?